Well, new tonight, an Indiana man is stuck in Dubai amid the U.S. Iran conflict. His name is Ismaila Ingia, and he lives in Zionsville near Indianapolis. He travels to Dubai for business once a year. And when the conflict with Iran broke out, he tried to fly back to Indianapolis.
When I get to the airport, the police was there yelling and screaming people. And, I tell, hey, I am American. I pull up my passport. I am a U.S. citizen. I need to head home. They say, go back to your hotel. We'll update you.
Well, the airport told him the earliest he might be able to come home is today, but he's not the only person stranded. ABC's Rena Roy has the latest as more than 20,000 flights have been canceled in a number of Middle Eastern countries since February 28th.
Thousands of Americans are stranded in the Middle East, desperate to get home as the war with Iran cripples travel in the region.
I'm so ready to go home, y'all.
37-year-old Ryan Blackman from Frisco, Texas, been stuck in Doha since February 28th and tells our Marcus Moore one of the hardest parts is being away from his family.
And what is that moment going to be like when you see your wife and those little kiddos?
I probably put that a little bit in the back of my head, but it'll certainly feel good.
Meanwhile, travel blogger Alyssa Ramos is stuck in Kuwait for days now, watching missile interceptors from her hotel window.
We're doing everything we can to get a land border crossing out of here because the missiles and drones keep attacking.
The Trump administration facing criticism after the State Department initially urged those stranded to make their own way home, despite significant disruptions to air travel.
It was just mainly, just try to get out by your own means.
And we are actively and rapidly working to charter flights. There is some commercial flights that are taking off intermittently from these countries, and we plan to get Americans on board as quickly as possible.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio visiting a 24/7 task force that the department says is working to bring people home. Rubio encouraging those stuck overseas to call the department's hotline. A spokesperson telling ABC News the department is aware of more than 17,000 Americans who have safely returned to the U.S. since fighting began, and that its task force has helped 6,500 of those travelers. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And sources tell ABC News there have also been spoofing and jamming attacks throughout the area, disrupting navigational systems that airlines rely on. These attacks happening primarily in Saudi Arabia and Oman, which is just adding to the travel chaos.